Hello, love. Nice place you got here. Yeah. Oh, I think this can do nicely. Mm-hmm. Cat got your tongue? That's alright, happens to the best of us. Mm. Not the biggest bed, but who's to say that's necessarily where we're going to be doing things? Yes, of course. Well, some people, all for different reasons. Perhaps you're one of them. I am assuming an awful lot, aren't I? What I mean is, are you someone who wants to be taken care of? To take care of someone else? Or do you just want a bit of a cuddle? You'd be surprised, people do summon us just for that, yeah. Well, we're very loving beings. It's not all about lust, So, some do just want a bit of company. Can't blame them. You humans do get awful lonely. Poor things. You seem confused. First time, I take it. Oh, I meant with someone non-human, but maybe, darling, maybe. Maybe it's just your first time overall. Which is okay. Please, I wouldn't want anyone to feel ashamed for that. Why am I talking about? What else would I be talking about? You wanted me to... What? A deal? What sort of deal? Not really in my nature, but if this is the kind of play you're into. Well, what I mean by it's not in my nature, I mean I'm not. Did you summon me without spending even just a second doing research on Incubi? Incubi, darling. Concubi? Yes, I'm an incubus. Am I not what you were expecting? What? Wanted someone more stereotypically... What you lot think is more stereotypically manly. What? Do I not look enough the part for you? I'd be very careful with your next words. But... Trust me, darling, these spells, they know what you want better than you do. So somewhere in your mind, this doesn't bother you at all. It sort of reads your deepest desires and all that, and makes sure that, what do you humans have? Those are dating sites, yeah. Think of concubine summoning spells like that, Make sure that whoever is summoned is someone who's actually going to match with your tastes and kinks, otherwise, lead to some very nasty business. I mean, don't get me wrong. There hasn't been a reported case of someone summoning a concubine and then something, untoward, non-consensual happening. But it can be a little awkward if you've summoned someone and you don't have the energy or the resources to do another summoning, and the person who's appeared is a dom and you're also a dom, and neither of you will switch, and Not the gender that you're into, whatever. So, you didn't worry about that. Unless that's what you were worried about. You thought I wasn't a boy. Which I very much am. Then what? Oh, God, you were... Oh. You were trying to just summon a regular old demon. Just a normal, basic demon. Not an incubus. How on earth did you manage this, then? I take it it's your first time with any sort of summoning. Well, this is just gonna be a bit tricky, complex. And you did use the right materials to draw them, right? I mean, no one's often that picky about it, but... You hadn't just completely flipped to the wrong page of your book, had you? I mean, you seemed sort of nervous. Out of curiosity, what were you trying to do with a regular old demon anyway? Because, and forgive me, babe, but you don't seem like the type to, well, not that there's one particular type. People make deals with demons for all sorts of reasons, but, you seem a bit, nice. Oh. You wanted what? Self-improvement stuff, or things that you think would it be improvements to yourself? Oh, darling, I don't think the way you're gonna fix any insecurities you have is by trying to get a deal with a demon to either magic them away or... well, I was about to say, or get him to remove whatever it is you don't like about yourself, but... Well, I can't recommend that. I know if I were human, I'd be probably tempted to do the same. Well, in regards to... Well, I don't know if you want it in regards to... But I suppose I can understand. You know, if I were human, had been born without powers. I might be tempted to contact a demon to have things removed. Anyway. I think this could be fortunate for you. You know, you don't have to immediately send me back. Sort of not how this works anyway, but... Were you really prepared to deal with an actual demon, you know? I'd hate to think you were just gonna get taken advantage of. I mean, if you'd have managed to mess up the summoning ritual, no offense, darling, but I don't really have the best faith that then you would have not gotten completely taken advantage of by whoever you summoned. Some make deals very fairly. Others, well... Hey, though, could have gone worse. Well, you could have summoned the Duke of Hell. Or you could have actually summoned that regular old demon that you wanted. I think this is a much better outcome, don't you, babe? Well, look at you. From the vibes I get... What do you want with a demon? Hmm? Deals and revenge jobs and... Oh, my Lucifer, that is perhaps the most tragic and yet kind of cute reason that I've ever heard. You wanted a deal to be less lonely. Cutie, look. I think we both know in the back of your mind how you'd feel about that sort of nonsense. Yes, a deal could get you friends, but wouldn't you always wonder and worry, or know, deep in your heart, that they aren't really your friends? It's sort of a, mind control situation. It's almost like using a love potion, that sort of thing, which, well, I don't know how you feel, but me, heavily frowned upon. Why is that shocking? Concubine above all things, darling. Care about consent. Love potions are disgusting. There can be exceptions. Sometimes people want to make a self-love confidence booster. I suppose if it's between two consenting parties, couple want to, I don't know. Anyway. As I said, you don't really seem like that sort of person. Though I have to wonder how it's even come to this. Sweet thing, I mean, look at you. How could you get that desperate? I can't sense some kind of atrocious personality behind those eyes. What? Bad luck? Oh, you're a shy one, aren't you? That's okay. Well, tell you what, I think you've done yourself a massive favor by messing up. Because, darling, you are so incredibly adorable and desperate, and, I've never been friends with a human before. Could be fun. What do you say? Darling, how many times have I said that literally concubine don't force people into things? I understand you didn't summon here for a dalliance, and so a dalliance I shall not enforce upon you. Yes, Oh, goodness, okay. How much research did you do into demons overall before doing all of this? Uh-huh. Alright, shall I give you a quick little, 101? Yeah. Yeah. Right, so, irregular demons. Well, overall, there's so many different demons in different shapes and sizes. But plenty of them that don't look that too different from a human. Just got the horns and whatnot. Though we do come in all sorts of colours. Much more variety than you lot. I hope you like purple, darling. But, yes, sorry, right. So, Incubus, Succubus, are both subspecies of, Concubus. Despite what you've heard, it's not about gender, babe. It's not about position. Which you do realise that the only reason why people have this stupid idea that Incubus are male and Succubus are female are because people used to think, in the old days, centuries ago, millennia ago, actually, that, Incubus were all tops and succubus were all bottoms. And you lot and your fucking sexism and all of that gender roles bullshit decided that all men were tops and therefore incubus, if all incubus are top, therefore, ergo, must still be male. I mean, sure, I mean, millennia ago perhaps they were. All tops, I mean, not all male. Nowadays, or at least as long as anyone can remember, incubus, succubus were slightly different species, but not separated by gender, orientation, dynamics. You could have a male dominant succubus or a female submissive incubus, it really doesn't matter. Well, with slight differences. No one exactly knows. Perhaps, people theorize at one point we were all one species. And then someone had it off with someone else, there becomes a variation, and when the two that carried on, I suppose. Well, incubus like myself, you can tell. We have longer horns, whether they point straight up or backwards or to the side. But we don't have tails. Succubus, much shorter horns. And they have little tails. I've always wondered if I've been jealous of that, but I think it would sort of get in the way. I wonder how they managed to put any clothes on. I suppose, well, they just have low-riding things or little holes cut in the back. It seems like an awful, annoyance, inconvenience. But, if in doubt, you can tell concubus apart from any other old regular demon by our eyes. You don't see the difference? Why don't you get closer then? Oh, come on. You still haven't broken the circle, so I physically can't leave it. That's it. What do you see? Other than yourself getting lost in them, obviously, of course, anyway. It's terrible. Alright, granted you haven't probably looked that close in the eye of a regular demon. What's different about them in comparison to yours, then? Not the colour. Look closer. Bingo. Heart-shaped pupils, darling. Only concubus have them. Well, it's not a bad thing to know. I'm quite literally the safest demons to be around. True. We have very base urges. Not our fault. It's how we feed. The vampire can't help needing blood. And you can't help needing, vitamins. Minerals. We require energy. Specifically, yes, that of release, shall we call it. A shame, though, that you didn't mean to summon me. I could have had a lot of fun with you. We still could, though, I mean, I know this wasn't planned, but... I mean, I certainly like what I'm looking at. I did tell you they match people up very well. You spell. And I did come all the way here. But I won't force anything. My other offer still remains though. It could be awfully fun to be friends with a human. Other concubus, they're fine. I do have a lot more fun on this realm though. A human one, I mean. You can tell? Yes, they are from this realm. You like them? You like my whole outfit? Thanks. I like clothes. Fabrics. Putting things together, layering things. Styling. I could tell you. If that's something you'd want. That's an activity we could do. That's a friend thing, right? Humans do that, right? I mean, at least. I mean, I do. I like watching videos, you know, people showing their, like, outfits of the day and makeup tutorials and all that stuff. I just think it's fun. Being able to express oneself. I mean, when, you know, more and more clothes and styles started getting invented, a lot of us thought, what the hell's the point? And why even bother with clothing at all? But... oh. It's like this extension, at least for me, of being able to show who I am. And also just think I look fucking cute. What was that, darling? No, go on, speak up. Oh, you agree? Best be careful. I wouldn't want to work me up. But what was I saying? Yeah, clothes, right? Even if it might be different from what a lot of Incubus wear. I don't know. I don't hang out in the Demon Realm that often. I like hanging around here. But would be fun to have a human to hang around with. I've gotten myself into some awkward encounters before. Yeah. Well, for quite a while I didn't really understand how the concept of money worked. We don't really do that. You know, demons were more about favors and deals and trades, not coins and pieces of paper. Unless the coins are, like, you know, particularly shiny and pretty, but... not because the coins themselves are a currency. Oh, demons can be like magpies, darling. But, could be nice, do you think? I mean, I don't mean to presume that you'd want to be seen with me. I know, plenty of people have stigmas about concubi. Still, I like shopping too much to let it bother me completely. I have a place up here, you know? Brother thought I was mad. Buying a human apartment. He doesn't want to talk. Oh, goodness, no. You don't want to meet him. Oh, he's an awful bull. Well, no, I suppose no Incubus is truly boring, but... of course, we have families just like you lot. It's just my brother and me. We are. No, I know he loves me. I mean, who couldn't, but... He's just so, up his own arse. Started talking all posh like. I mean, posher. Thinks he's so high and mighty. Someone who should teach him a good lesson. Swear down. But, you know, what can you do? Family. Despite everything, you know. He doesn't put me down. Not for this stuff, anyway. How I look, I mean. Plenty of others would. Plenty of others have. You know. They do try and match us, or well, you know, I said the spells and stuff, but sometimes they can still kind of mess it up. Yeah. Oh, I've been places where wires get crossed, or if the sigil's been drawn a little bit wrong. Some humans can get awfully mad about these things. I don't understand. It's just a skirt. And even if sometimes they're okay with what's underneath it, they still want to call me things. Say that I'm a girl. Ugh. Sorry. Well, you're very sweet. And, you know, you don't have to agree to anything just because... I mean, I'm not going to kill you if you don't want to hang out. But if you did, you know. You did want friends after all, right? I hope the sigil did a good job matching us up. Maybe. If you know, could cope being in public with me. I don't just mean the whole, you know, demon thing. I mean, you know. I mean, some humans are good with monsters, some aren't, you know how it is, but... I meant them all, you know. Really? Cool, and it's a... Ow! Ah. Sorry. Forgot, circled, still not broken. I kind of went to try and, like... grab your hand, which... Sorry, I don't even know if you're okay with being touched. No, I'm fine, it's more like a... electric shock sort of sensation if you try and cross one of these things. Ugh. You know, before you're actually allowed to. Which, I mean, speaking of, can't exactly hang out if I'm trapped in here. You wouldn't mind, would you? Oh, that is so much better. Yeah, being in these things, it's a bit like... Well, not necessarily like being underwater. I can still... My senses are fine. Everything just feels a little... dull. I don't know if that makes sense. But, cheers, darling. We don't have to do it right now, by the way. But, I am here. We could do... something. You don't have to be in the mood for what I'm suggesting. Look, I'm not gonna lie. If you suddenly change your mind and want to drag me into that bed, I might agree straight away. Look at you. And the way you look at me, I reckon you could take real good care of me, yeah? You wouldn't let anyone pick on me, right? I could feel safe with you, right? And I just feel so needy. And you like that? For someone to need you. Perhaps you wouldn't know where to start. Perhaps you'd need someone to show you. I could do that. Show you how it's done. Help you overcome that shyness. Whatever you need. I might prefer things a certain way, but... Doesn't mean I can't be flexible. Or perhaps another time. Well, the colour you've turned, goodness. Or perhaps my lonely little human. You could hold me for a bit. Doesn't have to turn into anything. I could hold you. When's the last time you had a good hug from someone, huh? Oh, you poor thing. Right, well, we're fixing that right now. If you'll allow me. Yeah. This is a much better outcome, isn't it? Got a friend and you don't have to feel guilty about it. And you didn't sell your soul. Which is good. I don't have a best friend with no soul. Did I say best friend? Well, I mean, that is rather presumptuous. But I feel like we'll get along, right, darling? And, the moment you change your mind, I can be, here in a flash. You just call my name and I'll... I didn't tell you my name. Oh, goodness. Well, how will you ever know what to moan? What's yours? You go first. Pleasure to meet you, darling. Oh, come on. I'm sticking out my hand. Surely you know what to do with it. Give me yours. I understand things aren't exactly done this way anymore, but I think it's cute. I'm satin. Like the fabric. Soft and smooth. You can move your hand, just let it wander across my cheek. Tempting, isn't it? What's wrong? You really want to wait to get to know me better, if you want to do this at all. I can respect that. Believe me, I know. Sexual feelings, romantic feelings, platonic feelings, all exist on a spectrum. I can't just expect that you'll want to do this even if you do think that I'm drop dead gorgeous. Which you do, right? Of course. I understand if the urge just isn't there yet. These things can take time. I think I'm happy to wait for you. And in the meantime, and if they don't, well, I got myself a bestie, huh? I won't have to try and close on my own. You could help me carry everything. Give me advice, wait outside the changing room and tell me if certain things fit well, look cute. Give me advice. I could give you advice in turn if you wanted. I think there's more exploring yourself that we could do. Oh, I'm, purely meaning in terms of you finding yourself. What did you think I meant? What do you say? Well, I know around here. Let's see. What town are we in? Right. Well, there's this place. Sort of a mall type thing. But it's small, but it's got all these little shops in it. A lot of them have second-hand clothing, gothic type stuff. I don't know if that's what you're into. I mean, if it wasn't obvious. I like me some band t-shirts and chains and skirts and big chunky boots. Fucking love big chunky boots. Well, I gotta make up for my lack of height somehow. Do you have any piercings? Tats? There's a shop up there that sells pride stuff. Yeah. You know, like flags and stuff, and all sorts actually. They got like little pins. Not to be presumptuous, dear, but I mean, you summoned me. And I look like this. And you're into this. I can't exactly imagine that you're cis and straight. And you don't have to tell me what you want. You might not even know yet, but plenty of us have preferences. Not every concubus is pansexual, like people believe. Some asexual, Well, you cannot feel sexual attraction and still enjoy having sex, although, for us it's not even just about enjoying, it's about literally needing to eat. So, me. Yeah, I'm a boy. I think. Yeah. You can use he, they pronouns for me, darling. If you wouldn't mind. Mask titles, mask words. I suppose someone you humans would call trans. That's not an issue, right? Because, you know, the hope is you're gonna find out what's beneath my skirt sooner or later. It's only fair I give you a warning. You. If the spell went right, normally one of the fundamental things it gets right is matching people up with the same sexuality and gender, so... Not to disappoint anyone, but I do find myself more towards the male and mask side of things. That doesn't mean men only. Of course not. What's the word? Oh, you'll come up with so many different words. Achillean, is it? Whichever. There's probably about 10 labels that I could use for myself. What about you? Excellent. See? We'll work so well together. And then I don't have to worry about going into the men's changing room on my own, carrying an arm full of skirts, you know, store employees can be. Of course you can go in the men's changing room with me. Please. I promise you no one will bother you. Darling, just because I'm an incubus, I'm still a demon. I can protect us both. And in return, you can take care of me, right? I'm gonna keep saying it, you know, I'm gonna weigh you down. Am I overstaying my welcome? Oh, time flies, darling. And you were just expecting a quick call, I reckon. Here I am. Approaching an hour with you. Well, if I suppose by now I haven't convinced you to rip my clothes off. It's not gonna happen tonight, is it? That's alright. But you can be my bestie then, yeah? And whatever happens, I'm not promising anything. Incubus, so, you know. Unless you fancy being with me all the time, which you've established that you're not into yet, I am gonna have to feed, you know. We all cool with that, because it has happened where I've gotten close to humans before and they've been all for it until they find out that I still want to, you know, eat from a variety of restaurants, shall we say. We all good on that front? But who knows? Maybe you'll become my favourite, and then maybe I won't need anyone else. Alright. You know, it doesn't hurt. You know, persistence pays off, except for when it doesn't, so, are you kicking me out? I mean, the way I see it, you got options, right? I stay here, we have a sleepover, or we can literally just fall straight into bed. Not like that. I can spoon you, you can spoon me. We wake up in the morning in each other's arms. I wouldn't make you breakfast because I don't know how to make anything with human food, and if I tried, I'd probably kill you by accident with food poisoning. And then we could go out for the day. Or I could just, like, pick you up at 10 in the morning, if you'd rather that. I know it can be hard, and we did just meet. I suppose. It's easy for me. But you were in a state when you did the summoning. That lonely that you resorted to this. Plenty of people think about it, but to actually go through with it. Are you in a good state right now to be left alone? I don't mind you keeping me here just as a distraction. I know it can be quite distracting. Right. So, an excellent choice. I don't know if that's what you like to be called. I just... Instinct took over, right? Sorry, I came here expecting a meal. Gotta get out of that mindset. Oh, no, I can stay the night, that's fine. I'm not gonna starve that quickly. It's not like I don't need it every day. So... my lonely little human. I can promise you this. No matter what you end up wanting from me. And without your soul in return. That you won't be lonely anymore. So come on. I might need your help getting these off. I did say I was a fan of these kind of boots, but they are also a menace. So if you wouldn't mind, I assume you don't want shoes on the bed, right? Helping me get these off. And then we can collapse into each other's arms. Not sure if you're used to being impulsive, but let me tell you, it doesn't hurt to try. Okay, tell you what, you see anything you want tomorrow, I buy it, my treat. Oh, that sparked something. Had your eye on something for a while. You can tell me all about it tomorrow. If there's one thing I do love from my companions, it's quite cute when they rant or ramble about something they're really interested about. Whether it's a fictional thing, a game or a show, a play, a favorite band, a new outfit they've bought, a interest, hobby, something they're studying. Well, I look forward to hearing about it in the morning. Till then, lights out, darling. I'll keep you company now. Thank you all so much for watching, my lovelies. A reminder that audio commissions are currently open. You can find all the information about that on my Ko-fi, on how to get your commissions and the rules for that. I also have a Patreon. If everyone who followed me donated just £1 a month, that would help me out so much. Rewards for being a patron of mine include access to my Discord, your name in the credits of my YouTube videos, and 2 exclusive spicy audios every single month if you join the top fledgling tier. And a reminder that I do stream on Twitch approximately 3 times every single week. A thank you to my patrons, my fledglings, Phoenix JN, Andy Christ, Isabel, Enter, Stellar Moon, Whipson, The Lucio Archives, Sazzy NK, Ebony Voigt, Rasley D, Taylorg, Texsexual, Liam, Nesquick, Vampire Obsessed, Nerd Herder, Mouse, Ali Wally, B, Jordan Draws, Food Crimes and Fire, Ollie Mac, Astrid Alton, Atis, Shammy, Ruby, Quentin, Carry On, Euronaughty, Lady of the Lake, Asterash, Delmo, Unibosh, Not So Kiwi, Percy, EJ Fears, Kuro, Hell, Stuffsell, Aether, The Best Cheesecake, Tiffany Boyer, Void, Lucas Minecraft Boy, Shoe, Aspen, Spider, River Heights, Perry Small, Arbitrary Deceptivism, Fashion Beauty, Prince, Theo Valentine, Elania Immer, Luna Vix, Lydia Perez, Kate Fry, Joanna Cole, Roses in Blue, S.J. Snyder, Please Don't Perceive Me, Paroxys, Glitchy Kitten, Ray Carts, Ray, CJ, Indrid, Nico, Emily, Sweet Jade, KBet31, Sammy, Ev, A, and Tisness. And a thank you to my familiars, Cryik, Abby Clayton, Maximum, Doris, Dandelion, Saladoria, Lauren Lovett, Abby, Hunbun, Sev, Finn, Azuk Talikua 777, and Kiara.